friends. Emily here with the What She Said team, going live with our That Time of the Month segment. We've done a few of these now and love getting on and just talking about topics that are going on in the world, with us, with the business, and just getting down in the dirty in that time of the month. Bryn's gonna join me here in a little bit. I'm bringing her on. Hi, Sarah Catherine. It's so fun when people get on here and wave. Almost real life. Okay, yeah.
Here, get it.
Oh, Bill.
It might get a little high up there. There we go.
I know, it's always like an adjustment. Like, ooh, ooh, can we see? Is it working?
We're gonna see here. It's all it's
Right? 100%. How are you, Mama?
good. It's I think we can roll right into because I'm sure everyone's been feeling like a lot of heaviness in like the world right now, in our country right now, in the last few weeks and things going on. And I think that's why I wanted to talk today, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we posted a post last week, this week, that kind of talked a little bit about where we stand. And as Bryn and I were discussing, we wanted to really cover a topic of, as a business owner, how do you know how to sift through your truest self and your personality and what you stand for, and putting yourself out there for others to see, for clients, for customers, and like where that invisible line is and what that looks like. And just gonna dive in and chat through it.
Yeah. I mean, I think Emily and I both, uh, when we started What She Said, I don't know if you saw our branding back in the day, but we kind of talked about like that when we started, we're like, we're just going to be pretty neutral. We're like going to keep it chill. Like we're just not going to be whatever. For any of you that know us personally, that's not who we are. And so we had the conversation then later on when we decided to rebrand of like, who we are as two passionate forward founders who really have, there's a lot of things in that we are very stand strong on, that we very much are like, we believe in this. And so when it came to rebranding, we're like, we want to be loud, we want to be bright, we want to be sassy, we want to be all these things because what she said, that's what that represents to us, is a brand that is unapologetically herself, basically. And we wanted to bring that in. And so I think, this last couple of weeks with everything going on in our country, Emily and I had a conversation because we're like, so how do you talk about things? And where is the line drawn for business owners? That's the big thing. How do you talk about things that are important to you, but also like run your business at the same time? What does that look like to you? So that's what we're just kind of gonna blah about today, I would say.
Totally. And especially building, what we like to hope is a safe space for a diverse background of all the she's, all the theys, and create an environment that we want to be safe. Someone put, as you scroll through all the businesses giving their opinions on what's happening in the world, that no one can guarantee a safe space, and they surely can't, especially in the environment we're in now. But fuck it if we're not gonna try and try our hardest. And we built this for that reason. So to not stand strong in what we believe, which is rooted in not only equality but equity, and watch some of those rights get stripped away from groups of people who have historically been marginalized. And if you're somehow not following along, we're talking about the most recent SCOTUS rulings that had affected a number of rights that honestly people have been waiting for that to happen for a number of years. That has been building up, that groups were targeting these rights and wanting to take them away as it was. And to watch it happen, to watch, our dearest friends, colleagues, peers who are directly affected and not feel the weight and stand and say something, to us was just not being true to what she says mission and vision and values.
We thought all business and, and the review system is so broken. And so when you decide to dismantle one system to try to build, it's always really hard. It's always hard to get people to understand it. It's always hard to get people to believe it. It's always hard to get people on board with you at the same time. But it's something that we talked about very early on, that, there's a lot of broken systems right now. And so what can we do? Where can we like help the most? And that's why we're here. And so I think, as we continue to see many broken systems within our country, that it's understanding that it's like you have to, as we do, talk about a lot, we see everyone as a human being who deserves rights, who deserves to have a voice, who deserves to make their own decisions, bodies, and that's really important to us. Owners like you to stand for those things. Um, and we think if we all don't say something, then who does something? Sometimes the loudest people are unfortunately the people who should not be the loudest. So, even if it is just posting something, even if it is just a little something here or there, I hope that every business owner on here feels confident enough in the fact that their clients probably also believe those things too. And if they don't, sometimes reassess your clients, and that's okay. You
And let's
reassess.
talk about that. Let's talk about that, right? Because there's a real worry that if you share a lot of yourself, which, that doesn't work for every business model, right? But we're getting in a time of especially small business ownership to medium business ownership when the person behind the business matters just as much as what they're creating and putting into the world, whether it's based on clientele, referrals, relationships, how their product displays their personality, whatever it may be. It's so synchronous, and that's a lot of what our passion is to bring humanity back to how we do business and showcase the actual human behind the business. And a lot of people are afraid, with whatever that may look like, that it's a vulnerable place to be in, right? You're putting yourself out there. What if you lose clients? What if it doesn't hit right? And from Bryn and I's experience, we're not experts on every topic here, right? But we've built businesses before. And in building this businesses, we've seen it firsthand that when you step into your true message and your true self and carry it through with confidence, you're not going to please everybody, but you're going to attract the right momentum and clientele and customers and friends and partners that you've been wanting and needing to really build what you truly are meant to build. And we just want to encourage anyone that will be watching this later, listening in, a part of our community, stumble upon it, get after it in who you are, in your truest self, and fuck all the rest.
Think that things should be different because we say like I said, it's just live your truth because that's what's important. And whatever matters to you matters. And so speak that truth, be out there, be proud about it, and don't be afraid about losing people in your life I think we all need to get over that one. It's like everyone's like, well, everyone gets to have their own beliefs. It's true. Everyone does get to have their own beliefs. I firmly believe that. But there are initially of being drawn where you're like, well, that's so far away from my beliefs. I think it's time maybe distance my friendship, distance client relationship, and that's okay. Because you'll find better clients, you'll find more aligned friends. It's just really wonderful you get to that space and again standing in your truth and your own 2 feet and know what's ahead of you. So
It's a tough one, and we get it. This didn't come easily for us, and we're, as Vern mentioned, super passionate, clearly about what we believe in, loud and proud. And it was still a topic we had to discuss. So if you're not having those conversations, with your staff, with your partners, business partners, we're here talking business, right? Have them discuss how you can show up in a way that is true to your business and what you want to put out there, but also making a difference and standing for something, because we're getting to a point here, getting in the specifics a little bit, where freedoms are encroached on, and you need to know where you're at in that. And those of us that aren't directly impacted need to be the loudest in order to make a difference and an impact for those that are. And not saying those that are part of this community aren't directly impacted, or Brandon and myself, in the different ways and rulings that happen. But there's so many times where the louder people in the room need to be those that have a higher privilege and not being affected. And if we can do that, if we can be a voice, then that's part of our brand. And we just encourage you to have that conversation, dig a little deeper than just your socials and your colors and whatnot. What is that voice like? And lean in. It can shift and change, but be confident in who you are. And my dog agrees because she's just barking.
yeah, girls.
Okay, you keep going. I'm gonna make her stop barking.
I mean that's it. That's like we're do some good.
Yes.
Yeah, we might like
Uh, these lives are always the best, right? You're just like in
how
the middle of all the things.
we love you all. That will all of
Yes. Thanks for being a part of the conversation, being along the ride. We're going to shift and change and develop as we keep growing and building with everyone, but you won't be confused on where we stand. Love ya.
love.
And then there's the awkward wave. Bye.